Hello and welcome to Biscom Politics. I am Olumide Shukoya. Biscom Politics is a program that brings you inside scoop of political events happening in our society. We are looking forward to the general elections come 25th of February and 11th of March. All Nigerians will go to the polls to determine who will lead this great nation. It is a turning point for Nigeria and it is a turning point for everyone. We'll be right back. Welcome back. On Biscom Politics today, we will be looking at Naira scarcity and the infamous Cabal. As the scarcity of new Naira notes bites harder, Nigerians are faced with a lot of hardships. You see a lot of queues in banks. Nigerians go to the bank and queue for hours just to get as little cash as they can access from ATMs and over the counter. It is affecting everyone and nobody is certain whether this will be resolved. Although President Muhammadu Buhari and of course the Central Bank of Nigeria has promised Nigerians that this matter will be resolved in the shortest time possible. The February 10 deadline for the swap of old Naira note has pitted some governors against 14 political parties who have threatened to boycott the election if the deadline is shifted again. These governors include Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Yahya Bello of Kogi State, and of course Bello Matawale of Zamfara State. They went and got an injunction compelling federal government and of course the CBN governor to extend the deadline for the swapping of the old Naira note. This has resulted to a fallout within some 14 political parties out of the 18 political parties we have. 14 political parties have now threatened to avoid election if the deadline is shifted from the February 10 deadline. Biscom TV took to the street to get people's reaction. Let's take a listen.
Don't think that a sheep will go and eat shit and the goat will be held responsible. Emefiele is a civil servant. He's a public servant. There are people that are invited that give him this appointment. There is somebody that signed his appointment letter. And there are people that Emefiele is answerable to. So in my own candid opinion, this issue should be referred to his employees, people that put him into that seat or into that office. They are the people to call him to order. When you employ somebody and give him responsibility. You give him the guidelines. And when he's shifting away from the guideline, you call him to order. You can even get him relieved of the duty. But I believe that he's acting not on his own. He's acting from a higher order. So this is the way I'm seeing it. Because there are people that have the prerogative of power to call him to order.
Expressing their own right. The policy is good, but the timing is very, very bad. So that's my personal opinion, because I'm not saying the opinion of the political parties. They're entitled to their own opinion. They're expressing their own opinion or whatever they think they are using to fight against the government because of what the government has done. The timing is just what I'm against. And government is supposed to do it in a way that the withdrawal will not be that will be done immediately, because they are trying to force the whole thing instantly on Nigerians, and that is bringing so much hardship. So that is just what I'm against. I'm not against the design, and I'm not against the cashless policy, but let it be done in a way that it will have a human face.
You're welcome back. Now, on a side note, according to Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, he has accused the central bank governor Godwin Emefiele of trying to create confusion with the Naira design, and that the untimely implementation of the Naira swap policy was a deliberate attempt by the central bank governor Godwin Emefiele as a fighting back strategy over his failure to clinch the All Progressive Congress presidential ticket. Now, Governor Ganduje said this at a campaign rally held in Tasaya on Sunday. Biscom TV took to the street to get people's reaction based on this statement. Let's take a listen.
It is a total shift from the true facts, because Emefiele lost his presidential ticket. That is why he was sabotaging the policy on currency presently that is cushioning serious and stiff difficulties on the life of Nigerians. It is far from the truth. The issue is that it's a matter of planning. You should remember that Emefiele is an employee of federal government and have somebody that is controlling him. So if government weighs circumstances and the way he sees it in the society, that this is how they will bring about the best, then the order is handed over to Emefiele and he's carrying an agenda from above. So for somebody to degenerate in order to accuse Emefiele of this or that is a diversion of attention.
The CBN governor and Ganduje can never walk in the same track, because Ganduje is looking for money for politics. Emefiele is also looking how to minimize and control the inflation in the land and also mop out the money society in order to allow the Nigerian, the good Nigerian, to choose their candidate without buying them over with cash.
You're welcome back. Moving on, a former director of the All Progressive Congress APC-PCC, Najatu Mohammed, has accused the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, of being part of the cabal. Najatu Mohammed stated this on a television program. Let's take a listen.
Well, what constitutes a cabal? We have to even try to understand what a cabal is. A cabal is a secret political group or faction that are like masked, but that they manipulate and control the system. They manipulate and control everything that runs in the government. That is what a cabal is. And let me tell you who one of the cabals is Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari that is talking today is part of the cabal. Yes, we knew the cabal of Abba Kyari's of late, the Mamandauras, that she couldn't even come out to say. When she started talking about the cabal, she glossed on it. She didn't have the guts to come out and name names. I named names for the first time in Nigeria. I started to name names.
You're welcome back. Now, according to Najatu Mohammed, she says she's unafraid, unlike Governor El-Rufai, to mention names of people in the cabal. Now, according to her, the cabal are the people who are actually controlling the affairs of the presidency. Biscom TV took to the street to get people's reaction whether this cabal have any significant effect towards the 2023 general elections. Let's take a listen.
Well, what El-Rufai said to me is true, because both PDP and APC have cabals. If you get to PDP, there are cabals that are working against the interests of their candidate. Also, in the APC, there are cabals that are working against the interests of their candidate. El-Rufai may not be far from the truth. But the issue of the woman, the former director in APC, I strongly believe the woman needed attention. They want people to hurt her. It might also be a strategy from the PDP to buy her out and bring her out for her to sabotage the integrity of Asheri Bola Ahmed Tinubu and also sabotage the integrity of the APC. So for me, all of them are not saying anything apart from what the woman said make no sense to me, because Aisha Buhari is one of the leader in APC and he lead some women of the APC arm of Ashewayu. So I didn't see her being the one that sabotaged, because when immediately El-Rufai made that statement in her Twitter handle, he supported El-Rufai 100%. What it means that Aisha Buhari supported that they are cabals in APC, so she may not be the cabal.
That one I cannot say what I don't know about. But one thing I know is that Nigerian politics is becoming hot, so anybody can say anything. And the way I see Buhari, I only ask him to make sure that Nigerians' voice or vote is the last thing. That's what I mean, is that whosoever Nigerians votes for, let the person rule. Let the person be the president of the country. Let it not be a situation whereby some people will come and buy power.
Well, this issue of cabal or that, it is a new theory in Nigerian political history. By and large, the man should understand that Aisha Buhari is the wife of the president. So from the presidency, you cannot distance the woman from her husband. So there she's playing the role of a first lady. Anyway, he should cross-examine his mind to understand the scenario, whereby accusing the woman, after all, she's not the president of the country. She's just only playing her domestic role as the wife of the president. So that accusation, that statement is very accusatorial on his own side. But by and large, he must have made some observations to make that statement, but it's quite uncalled for. But anyway, everybody is free to state his mind. It's a free world.
You're welcome back. A lot is unfolding and a lot will still unfold. And we will be here to bring you first-hand update of political happenings. This is where we draw the curtains on Biscom politics. Until next time, I'm Olumide Shokoya. Thanks for watching.